That truth, you know how I do. If you guys are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are not, you already know what to do. You know the spew. Let me get my flyer. It's over here. You already know what to do. You know the spew. Hashtag Justice for Alicia Smiley 2024 off into the comment section when you guys come into the room. This is me. I'm probably gonna wait until I can get maybe like 2 or 3 people on here that I know is Truth Gang. So I really don't care how long this takes. Hopefully it won't take too long because I really don't have that much on this battery for this camera. But I gotta tell you guys a story time. I know it's Saturday, it's early in the morning, or it's Sunday. Ooh, it's early in the morning, and I have to share some receipts with you guys and leave an honest review about my experience with a particular nonprofit organization and how I was treated with this nonprofit organization. And what I discovered working with this nonprofit organization, okay? So we're going to take a look at that. Hopefully we'll get a few people from Truth Gang inside of the room to let me know that you are here, and then we can get started. Let me know that you're here when you're here, when you're here, when you're here. So we can get started, because I'm going to definitely show you guys some more evidence, some more stuff. I will compile it maybe in a different video. I'll have my daughter compile it in a different video. But right now, we're just going to look at what we have right here in front of us. Shout out to the members of the channel. Thank you so much for coming. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hashtag Justice for Alicia Smiley 2024. I think I put my flyer right back in there. I think I did. I did. Justice for Alicia Smiley 2024. Up into the comment section when you guys enter into the room. I had to give me some coffee. I hope you're having a wonderful day, Miss Teresa. So I only see like one person in here. That's weird because I do have 3 likes. So I don't know what the numbers are because I can't really see. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about my experience with this agency called DNAngels, right? Because I feel like it's necessary. They were recently, I think, I don't know if they're going viral on TikTok because I actually seen the video on YouTube, but it was from TikTok. And this is how I found out about this nonprofit organization. He said, I'm having an awesome morning. Great, great, great. That's so good to hear. So I heard about this nonprofit organization on YouTube, but it was through TikTok. Okay. Because there's somebody that I'm subscribed to on YouTube that was doing a reaction to a TikTok story. Let me light my shit, y'all. You know I gotta wake and bake. Make sure y'all grab y'all coffee. They were doing a reaction to a TikTok story about this young gentleman, who wanted to get a passport and leave the United States of America. And what they ended up finding about him was like super crazy. They ended up finding out that because he needs his paperwork, he needs like his hard copy of birth certificate and everything to get out of the country. So he went to go get the paperwork, and there was discrepancies with his birth certificate. So he was able to get in contact with the DNAngels, and they were able to figure out that his birth mother, the person that raised him, was not his mother, but his grandmother. But the person that he knew that was his sister was his actual birth mother, along with all the rest of his other little siblings. They were all his sister's kids, right? So when I seen that, something in me was like, you should try to contact these people. But I waited for a second. I waited probably like, maybe like 2 days or something like that. I like to get signs from the spirit to move and present my story to people, right? So when I seen the video, I waited. Y'all know how I get music downloads, right? And I didn't say anything. I was just in my mind like, I wonder if these people could really help me with being Alicia Smiley, or at least debunk that I'm not Alicia Smiley or whatever. I'm wondering if these people would be able to help me. I got 12 people and 2 likes. Can we get these likes up? Okay. Because I'm really about to show y'all some shit. Like, I have receipts. I'm about to show y'all some shit, and it's about to blow the lid off of this shit here, this Alicia Smiley shit. The only problem is, hold on. Yeah, I'm watching you. She's trying to get to my plants, y'all, and I have to guard my plants with my life, or my cats will literally go in there and start scooping dirt and all that other stuff, right? But anyways, so I thought about it after I seen the story. I was like, wow, I wonder if these people can really help me. I thought about it. I went to bed. I woke up, and the next morning I had that song playing in my head. God send me an angel from the heavens above. That's the song that was playing in my head, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm about to go ahead and reach out, because that's the sign that I'm looking for, that the spirit is telling me to go ahead and try to contact these people. So I try to contact these people because of that story, right? We go through the process. Ooh. I don't need any donations, honey. I don't need no donations. What I need is DNA. That's what I need. If you guys want to help me with my situation, all I need you to do, maybe you can find me a genealogist. That would help out. A genealogist, or you know, something like that. A family member that's willing to take DNA with me outside of the court system. That would help me. I don't want any donations. My bills are paid. I'm taking care of the divine infinite all. It's taking care of me. I'm being provided for by my spirit team. I have a job as well, but my bills is paid. I don't need no donations for nothing, okay? All I need is, maybe you can give me a genealogist, or maybe you can find somebody that's willing to help me pro bono in this situation. Those are the things that I would need donated to me, not cash, not money, okay? I would need a genealogist, or like, you know, somebody willing to take a DNA test or whatever from the family members or any of that. That would be great, okay? I would really appreciate that. So I reach out to the DNA angels and I tell them the story. We do the intake, and then they intake me into their thing. Now, I did the intake. It was like the day before I had did that live, right? It was the day before I had did that live where I kept having to pause it because I was like texting somebody back and forth in the inbox. And I was like, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm sorry. Kept pushing mute on live, because what I was doing was explaining the story of how I came about the information of me even being anywhere near closely related to being Alicia Smiley, right? So I'm muting the live. Y'all are on the live with me. I'm muting the live. I'm telling them I did let y'all hear one voice clip. Y'all remember the live I'm talking about? I did let y'all hear one voice clip of what I was sending through the inboxes while y'all were muted. And I was explaining to them, you know, about, you know, how these people are the police. They took me, boop, 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 right? So I tell them the same thing that I tell everybody else. I tell the DNA angels the same thing that I tell everybody else, right? I also show them the videos. I also show, well, I send the link in the group chat, and we about to get into this group chat because I screenshot everything. Y'all already fucking know. Y'all already fucking know, because I'm Truth Gang and I have to have receipts. I screenshot everything. And I also recommend y'all screenshotting everything too. Why are we screenshotting shit? Because people lie. It does not matter what position that they are in. It does not matter how high ranking they think they are in. People are fucking liars. So that's why I screenshot everything. So we're going to take a look at these screenshots. And then we're going to take a look at what she did in Ancestry DNA and how she was trying to be very rude to me, but ended up leaving a major clue. She damn near solved this motherfucking shit in Ancestry.com. And we're going to take a look at that as well. Okay. Y'all know I got to wake and bake because I have anxiety. Okay. So just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. All right. So let me get to my screenshots. Now, remember, I had came out here crying the next day. So the next day after the live where I kept muting the live and all that stuff, the next day I came out here and I started crying and I was ranting basically about humanity and how I really don't like them because they're fucked up inside. They don't care about other people. They're just fucked up. So I was ranting about that, right? So this is kind of where we're at with this. All right. So we're going to start looking at some screenshots. I will compile this somehow into a video that you guys can see, but y'all know I'm not tech savvy, so we're gonna have to do it this way, where I'm gonna show y'all the screenshots and I'm gonna read the screenshots. And then the other part of this, which is why I was unable to make like a solid, you know, video, which is why I'm just gonna show y'all my laptop screen and shit like that, because I don't know how to convert things from my laptop to my cell phone and then put it together. I'm not a video person, so I don't really know how to do those things. So I ask that you would bear with me. This is solid evidence. And then if I can, I will get either my daughter or I'll sit here and try to take the time to put it in a video for you guys to just run through it without me having to talk or whatever. But I feel like talking is good because I can give you context along with receipts, right? So first of all, let me say this. I was given a team of angels. I only talked to one person. The team consisted of 6 people. I only talked to one person. This person identified her as the founder of this organization. Horrible. I'm gonna go ahead and just give my, well, let me wait, and then I'll give my 10 out of 10 or whatever, my star review on these people, right? So I just want to make it clear that the other angels that were assigned to me, you guys are definitely complete angels. You guys are complete absolute angels. They were not rude to me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. They seem like very good people that are there to help people. However, the founder of this company is fucked up, and she is a bitch. I wanted to say that with like emphasis because I ended my contract with them, and I have evidence of that too. So I can say it. And this is the person that I kind of wanted to curse out on that video that I was crying about. This is the person that I wanted to cuss out, but I was like, I'm gonna humble myself. Because I need the help. I did say on that live that I was going to basically tell the organization never mind. I ended up telling them never mind anyways because of how she was talking to me, how she was speaking to me. So let's get a look into this and let's see. Okay, so this is my research room. There, that first picture, that small picture there, that is the owner of the organization. So I have screenshots of the whole entire conversation all the way down until I cease contact with them and I tell them I no longer want to be in a contract with them. Okay. So she's telling me, hey, Madre, this is your screening room. Okay, this is your screening room. And she says, before we begin, can you please tell me how you heard about DNA angels? I'm just showing y'all the proof. And if it moves too fast off of the screen and you're like, oh, I can't see that or something, I will post these in a separate post so that you guys can look at them right after this live, okay? Maybe it'll be on the community board, okay? I told her the viral TikTok story where the guy's sister, with the guy's sister being his mom, so that's at the top, and then I'm just going to read down the paper. Down the messages, okay? This is what I told her. I found out about you guys from the viral TikTok story with the guy's sister ended up being his mom. She said, thanks. Would you briefly share your story with who you are searching for? I said, sure. Me and my daughter found myself on a missing child flyer December 5th, 2022. We took ancestry, which proved that I did not belong to the family that raised me, but we were unable to find a biological mother or a father for myself. Justice for Alicia Smiley. Thank you so much. And I said, we got close to a second cousin, but they are way older than me, and I'm not sure whose child I am. This is how I'm talking to the people in the group. Now, I don't know that she's the founder of this organization at this point in time. I'm just thinking that she's an angel or whatever, because that's what they call their people. They call them angels, okay? She said, you found yourself on a flyer in, you found yourself on a flyer in 2022 with you on it? And I said, yes. That's not the founder. This is a whole nother person that's asking that question, okay? And I said, yes, my name has been changed. All my birth records are fake. All my birth records are fake. Would you like a link to my story? Okay. And she says, sure. And that's not the founder either that's saying sure. It's just like one of the angels in the group, okay? She said, sure. I said, one moment, please. I send the video through, okay? And I said, this is all parts of my story. It's a playlist. I sent her the playlist, okay? This is not the founder that I'm talking to. This is just one of the regular angels. And this person is absolutely kind. They did nothing to offend me or nothing wrong to me, okay? But we're all in a group chat. So there's like six angels and me in there. So there's 7 people in this group, okay? And I only talked to 2, I believe. Just this person and then the founder, which I didn't know was the founder at first, right? And this bitch is like King Koopa or some shit from fucking Mario Brothers or something. She's the ultimate Karen, like ultimate. I looked at her picture and I was like, oh, this is why you're treating me like this, because I'm black. And I said on the other video before I told y'all which fucking company I was working with, I was like, I think it's because I'm black that I'm being treated this way. Not by the other people, because there was white people there too, but they did not treat me the way that this lady treated me. They didn't speak up and say anything when they clearly saw that I was being disrespected, but they didn't treat me badly, okay? Because I'm honest and I'm gonna tell you, okay? So she says, okay, so you're looking for both parents. And I'm like, yes. She said, would you please log into your Ancestry account and screenshot your top 5 matches? I do that. And I blotted out that information for my people's safety, for my family's safety, right? And where are we going? We're going this way. Okay. She said, let's start by sharing your ancestry DNA match list with the angels. That part needs to be done. And I through the browser, blah, 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 blah. She starts to send me instructions. I'm not going to read all these instructions and shit because it's how they run their program. I just have it in there for, receipt purposes, because I don't like to like cut shit off or any of that. Because I'm truth gang. I'm going to tell the truth. Okay. So this is her instructions. And then underneath that, right, that blue one right there says, okay, give me a second to log in from my laptop and not the phone, because this has to be done on a laptop. And I was on my cell phone. I was like cooking in the kitchen. I was doing a bunch of shit. Okay. I said, just one more sec. It's making me 2-step authenticate the ancestry. Okay. She says, no worries. This is not the founder that I'm talking to. It's still that one particular angel. We're going to call her J. Okay. I said, done with the invitation to be a collaborator. She said, I accepted the wrong account. Can you please send it again? I am so sorry. And I just said, I sent it again. No worries. I sent it again. Okay. She said, have you contacted us before? I said, no, I haven't. She said, oops, I'm very sorry to say we're officially accepting you as a DNA Angel client. Welcome to the family. Right. So now they have all the information of, everything that I'm saying about me being this missing child. They have all the information, and they decide after viewing the information to go ahead and accept me anyways, okay? So she says, I said, thank you guys so much. I really need your help. I appreciate you. That's what I said. Thank you guys so much. Those are my little hearts at the top. I really need your help. I appreciate you. She says, we have a few steps to complete your screening. Please comment when done. Please comment done that you have finished each, okay? I'll let you know when the screening is complete. And she says, have you started an ancestry tree with at least yourself in it? And I said, no, I haven't. Okay, I haven't because I don't know how to do that shit. I'm not really tech savvy, okay? And then she says, I will need you to create one. And then she gives me the steps to create the tree. These are the steps to create the tree. Down in the blue, it says, okay, it's asking what year I was born. Should I put my true identity's year or the year for my false identity? She says, put your true identity. So that's what I put, okay? I say all done. And then she tells me just a few more things. She's sending me a link right there to go and click so that they can, this is their user agreement that I'm clicking the link to, sign the user agreement, boom, boom, boom. We all locked in, okay? I said, I'll finish with the agreement form. And then she says, sometimes our angels would like to message a DNA match for more information. We never give them your name unless you say otherwise. We just say we're researching for a mutual family line that are trying to determine how they are connected to your family line. And she says, where is that at? She said, okay, does your angel have permission to do that if needed? And I said, yes, because I want them to reach out to whoever the fuck they got to reach out to so that we can get this shit over with, okay? She says, have you tested with 23andMe or uploaded any of your DNA to any of the other free sites? If so, which one? And I tell her none of them. I didn't upload any of my DNA to any of the other sites. And she says, as a homework assignment, I suggest you upload your DNA to all these free sites, MyHeritage, all these. She lists a whole bunch of them. I ain't finna go down because I did do that. And my DNA is on a bunch of these different free sites now, right? Okay, so she says, if you can do this, the more matches you have, the better chances for success. Attached are the instructions. Once your angel is assigned, she'll let you know how to share those matches with her. Okay, so we move on. She gives me all that shit. It's my pleasure chatting with you. This is the good angel here. It's my pleasure chatting with you today. I sent you a Facebook invite to the client group. If you would like to be a part of the group, please be sure to accept the invite. Introduce yourself if you want to and when you are ready. We have everything we need now to add your angel assignment list, okay? So like to assign the angels, okay? An angel will be with you shortly. In the meantime, please review the client rules of engagement, client guides to how to learn to best help your angel during this process. And then she sends me a link to the user agreement and the client download agreement and all that other stuff, right? And then she sends another message. She says, I'm unable to add you to the client group because, I have to check my cat, y'all, because we're not friends on Facebook. When you get time, can you please send me a friend request? Your screening is now complete. If you don't mind, I must stay to watch your story unfold. And I don't mind. I just hearted it because I don't mind, because she's watched the video now, so she's seen all the physical evidence, right? And she wants to now see how the story is going to unfold. Now, this is a good angel in the group, right? Then here comes Laura. We're going to use her real name, okay? And her name is just Laura DNAngels or whatever. She's supposed to be the founder of the group. I don't know if she's the founder of the group at this point in time, but it doesn't really matter because I'm respectful in all my interactions with people. Now, when I get on here, I curse and say fuck, shit, damn, and bitch when I get on here. But when I'm in public or in a setting where I know, like, I need to, act right, I'm going to be acting right. Like, that's some shit that I do at home. Hold on. Does she think because I'm busy that I won't spray her? And I will spray her. Okay. So this is when the demon enters into the fucking chat. Okay. This is when the demon, and it's supposed to be the founder. Okay. So, hi, my name is Laura O. We just gonna call her Laura O. I am going to partner up with this other Laura. Okay. And we will be volunteering genetic genealogist on your case today. A little later, we will also be joined by a research assistant. I'm going to take the time to watch your series and then use your DNA to find your biological family. She says, I want you to be open to any type of pivots in your case. And I'm open to that. I don't give a fuck. Whatever direction we got to go into, let's go into the direction. She says, I follow the DNA story, not the DNA. I follow the DNA, not the story. I want y'all to pay attention to that because that's going to come to play in the future here. She says, remember this, y'all. I follow the DNA, not the story. Nothing that I'm saying in the videos. That's what she's telling me. Now, nothing that you're saying in the videos, I'm going to follow. I'm going to follow the DNA. And I'm like, good, because that's what I want you to do. You know what I'm saying? She says, I have worked with clients who were kidnapped, so I'm coming into this with experience and knowledge of what to do and how this should turn and how this and what to do should this turn out to be the case. Before we begin, I want to tell you our process so you have an idea of what's going on behind the scenes. I will start by sorting your matches into these 4 groups. Ideally, the groups that will lead us to your grandparent lines, you will see the reflected colors, dots attached to the DNA matches, okay? And then she's showing me, boop, the boop, the boop, how it's gonna look on the other screen, okay? Next, you will place placeholder images onto my tree and connect the dots and of my most recent common ancestors, okay? Then she's giving me more instructions, telling me how she's gonna do this about the process, okay? And then she asked me, after she tells me all this is just the process, this is her typing, and I'll post it on the board for y'all to see, okay? Then she asked me, how am I feeling? Ready to get some answers? And I'm like, yeah, but I tell her I can't do the MyHeritage right now because I didn't have a credit card to upload. She sends me a link to bypass the credit card information, okay? She says, you have some decent matches. Let's wait 48 hours to reevaluate. We work fast and may not need it at the end of the day. She says, Laura and I both, and they're both named Laura. One is a demon, one is the angel. Okay, Laura and I both are down with the flu. Fair warning, we may need naps. I said, that's fine. I'll make sure to carefully read and complete everything, and I will get back to you all soon. So I went back, carefully read, and completed all the information and all of that stuff because she sent me a lot of stuff. So I went back and did all that, and that was pretty much it, right? And she says, thank you. What are the names of the people who raised you? So I tell her all of the names or whatever. This is me replying to that. Okay, what are the names of the people that raised you? She said, I just added Pat. She will be the research assistant and helping. And then Pat just says hello. That's the only conversation that I had with Pat. Jay, the conversation that I have with Jay is over now. Okay. And the other Laura, I think she just says hi and that's it. And the only person that I'm talking to is this person that's supposed to be the founder. Okay. She says, thank you. I'm continuing to watch now. So she's watching the rest of the playlist right now. Okay. And then she says, hello, so nice to meet you. I'll be working your case with Laura and Pat. I'm going to read the room now. And I would also like to watch your videos. And she says, Bayla, are you saying that the FBI emailed you this letter? This is a phishing email. So we've already been through that. And I'm telling her to watch the videos. We've already been through that. I want y'all to look up an example of a phishing email. I want everybody homework. Look up an example of a phishing email. They are asking you for personal information, or they're going to ask you to click a link somewhere so that they can get your personal information. That is not what that letter asked for. They did not ask me for my name, date, birth. Y'all seen, everybody on here has seen a phishing email, right? Before. Everybody on here has seen one, right? They're going to ask you for personal information. Not once did these people ask me in that letter for any type of personal information. Y'all can look at the letter. It's posted online, right? It's posted online. So at that point, when she pointed that out, y'all already know how we feel with those people that look over. You know how we feel with the people that look over the lilac ribbons of the gold earrings, the composite sketch of my auntie, the fucking gap in between my teeth, the right eye discoloration. You look over all that shit to point out a fucking letter, okay? So at that point, I'm like, oh, okay, so she one of those. I sent a voice message, hold on. Now you guys are all with me during this time. This is when I'm on a live, because this is when I start sending voice messages and start muting instead of typing. But I'm sending voice messages because typing is going to take too long because I'm live, right? So I sent her, she said, this is a phishing email. I sent her a voice message. And on this voice message, it says basically that this is not a phishing email. You don't know what happened. I'm trying to explain to her, like, these people try to kill me over an inheritance. They committed cyber crimes on my name. And that's why I put the email in there, because there were things that happened behind the scene, right? And then what does it say? Hold on. Right, so I started explaining to her more. This is when I'm on live, and this is also when I let y'all hear what I was recording. When I went live and I pushed it, I was like, here, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all hear what I'm recording, okay? So that's on there as well, but it's a screenshot, so I can't push play. But I did let y'all hear one of these recordings when I push mute on live, letting y'all know, like, I'm telling her about the Alicia Smiley story, right? And she says, okay, after I explain all that to her, it says right here, right there, where she is right here, in the gray, okay, I'll hold all my comments until the end. That's what she said. Like, I'm not going to judge, basically. I'm going to just hold all my comments until the end. Okay? She said, just get into your videos now. Do you have the names of the parents of Alicia Smiley? we don't have the names of the parents of Alicia Smalley at this time, because at this time, the video is being made and we just got our ancestry DNA back and we don't know. So that's why they're not in the video. So I'm telling her, no, I don't have it. I have several relatives in an old notebook. I believe I can find it quickly. So the old notebook that I'm referring to in this, because she doesn't know and y'all don't know, is when I was with Tribe, the one that took me down to Atlanta to offer the DNA. We were doing research and we went through and we wrote down all the names. And these names are names that we got from my sisters. You get what I'm saying? We got these names from my sisters from when we was talking, we were communicating in text messages, and I do screenshot all that shit too, right? So these names are the names that we got, but I couldn't find the notebook. I couldn't find it because so much had happened since then. I had moved, I moved somewhere else, and then I moved into this place. So I couldn't find the notebook that I have written all this stuff down damn near it was almost like 2 years ago, almost a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I couldn't find the names or whatever. And she says, no rush, just wondering. I said, I know my mother's nickname is such and such. That's the purple right there. I said, I know my mama nickname is this or whatever, and I do have blood family on Facebook. I'm telling her, I know my mom's nickname, and I do got blood family on Facebook. And how I know I got blood family on Facebook is because they blood family contacted me after they saw the DNA results video part 2. Okay? I said, that's explained. She said, I didn't see the names for Alicia Smalley's parents in any reports or documents either. Okay, so this is what she's saying right here. I didn't see the names of Alicia Smalley's parents in any reports or documents. I said, that's explained in part 3 on the playlist. They did not put my parents' names in any public documents. This is what I'm telling her. They did not put my parents' name in any public documents. She said, must have missed that. Okay, we follow DNA, so we really don't need the names. Just wondering. Now, this is the demon, Laura O, that we're talking to, because once I started talking to Laura O, everybody else just kind of gets quiet, okay? Everybody else just kind of gets quiet in the scene here, okay? So she's saying they following the DNA. And count how many times she tell me that they just gonna follow the DNA. Fuck the story. They just gonna follow the DNA. I want y'all to count that, okay? We're already at like 3, okay? So the next one is right here. Y'all can see right there at the top, so y'all know I ain't skipping nothing. That one right there just says, we follow DNA, so we really don't need the names. That's what they say right there, okay? So down at the bottom right here, I said, DNA is all I need. I just want this to be over, and that's in the purple. DNA is all I need. I just want this to be over, okay? She said, of course, we're working now. And then she says, hello, just checking in. We are hard at work. I wanted to let you know that I have inserted placeholders into your tree. This is to help us begin to narrow down the generations. Just letting you know what's going on behind the scenes. And she says, hi, Bayla, I want to give another update. One of your biological parents are from, now listen to what she's saying, because this shit right here is going to make real sense, okay? She says, one of your biological parents are from St. Louis, and their parents are from Alabama and St. Louis. The other parent is also from Alabama. Georgia really doesn't come into play. So pay attention. Pay attention. She said Georgia really doesn't come into play. She thought she ate. She thought she ate with that. Okay, listen. We don't see any evidence that you are the child named Alicia Smalley. However, we don't know who Alicia Smalley's biological parents are. Just her aunt and uncle are currently, okay? They shouldn't. I said there shouldn't be any Georgia DNA because I wasn't born in Georgia. That's what the blue says. I think it's a little, y'all can't really see that. I said there shouldn't be any Georgia DNA because I was only kidnapped from Georgia. So already you're looking to find Georgia DNA for me when I told you in the video that I wasn't born in Georgia. But she's telling me, oh, I don't see no Georgia DNA. You must not be her. There's no Georgia DNA. I'm not from Georgia. Okay? So that's the first thing. All right. She said that will make sense if you are Alicia Smalley. It does make sense that I don't have any Georgia DNA because I'm not from Georgia. And that's her response is, well, that would make sense if you are Alicia Smalley. Okay. She says, I follow you. It's fascinating that all of this still leads back to St. Louis, and that's where you were raised. It doesn't all lead back to St. Louis, but that's what she's saying. But we're going to keep going. So I send a voice message. I don't remember what the fuck it says. I don't lie. So I'm just going to tell you, I don't remember what the fuck it says. She says, yeah, we are following the DNA. This is like number 5. Now we're counting how many times she said, yeah, we are following the DNA. Okay. But you're right. Just some interesting coincidences plus the AU or the aunt. I think that's what she's trying to say. The aunt. I'm reading that black paragraph right above the last blue one. Okay. The aunt was a nurse and your mom that raised you was also a nurse. What a coinky dink. Because that's what she's pointing out. Okay. And I remember what I said with this 34-second clip. And I said, yes, they also have something to do with the Grady Six. Like I'm telling her, like, look, these are why these are coincidences are here. Like the Grady Six, the nurses, the kidnappings, this is why they're here, right? Okay. She says, please type if you can. My husband is watching a movie and the voice messenger could interrupt his quiet time. And then I say, okay, I'm on the live with y'all at this point in time. All these voice messages that I'm sending are the ones that I was sending on the live with y'all, okay? All right, I said, yes, I can do that. Thank you so much. And then I said, the other coincidence is the picture of me in the lilac ribbons. This is the other coincidence, even though she said she's not paying attention to the story. The other coincidence is me in the lilac ribbons and the gold earrings, and not to mention the composite sketch of my aunt being wanted for kidnapping, and me matching the description of a missing child and her matching the description of a person wanted. Okay, because she says she's not looking at the story, but she clearly is trying to debunk it. And this is why I was crying, because I'm like, bitch, you're trying to pick me apart. You're trying to pick me apart. And that's okay, because I'm not lying. You get what I'm saying? But it still hurt my feelings. But anyway, she says another observation and what gives us caution on cases like this is the chain of command is not being followed. Lots of red flags in your stories. When the Department of Missing and Exploiting Children is involved, they would immediately involve local law enforcement. Who am I saying kidnap me, y'all? Who I'm saying kidnap me, y'all? Who am I saying kidnap me? Okay, what happened with the missing child, the missing and exploited children? Somebody tell me in the comment section what happened, because y'all been watching this whole story unfold before y'all eyes. I've been live. I go live when something happens or whatever. So y'all been watching the story unfold, right? So she said they would have immediately contacted local law enforcement to obtain DNA. The local law enforcement, when I found out that I was Alicia Smiley, is the local law enforcement that kidnapped me, St. Louis, Missouri. That's where I was when I found out that I was Alicia Smiley. But she's not listening to this, and she can't listen to it because she doesn't know it. She's just going off of what she thinks she knows. Okay, so she says they would immediately obtain a DNA sample to compare for the family of the kidnapped child. Can you explain why that did not happen? So this is the blue part right here, and I say yes, I can explain it, but I'm going to try to go to the next one so I can get the whole message. Okay, I said right here, yes, the chain of command is not being followed because the police are the people who kidnapped me. So they are the ones that are responsible for solving the very crime that they committed. I need to prove my identity so that I can take action. They are trying to cover up my case, and they even tried to kill me. I don't want to go to, I said, they don't want to go to jail for kidnapping me. I said, my life is in danger. I told the lady, look, my life is in danger. I just need to prove my identity. And this is what y'all do. Y'all are DNA angels. If you don't give a fuck about nothing else in the story involved and all that other shit, just follow the fucking DNA. That's all you got to do. Okay? She said, I believe that's what you understand to be the truth. So this is telling me right now that she's already judging me. She said, I believe that's what you understand to be the truth. When I tell her that the police are the ones that try to kidnap me, they try to kill me, she said, I believe that's what you understand to be the truth. Meaning, I'm already doubting you, and I'm just going to say it may be true to you, but that doesn't mean that it's true. It is true, okay? And I follow back up with, right there in the blue, that is the truth. She said, that is the truth. I know that it's me, and the lilac ribbons and the gold earrings, because that is me. The family of Alicia Smiley does not have that picture. That is my picture that was taken after I was kidnapped, okay? The only picture that they had was the missing child flyer, okay? That is me. I said the gold earrings, the gap in the bottom of my teeth, the right eye discoloration. I said that is my auntie, Carla Rogers. She matches the composite sketch. This is the truth. The people that took and raised me are the police. This is what I'm telling her, okay? She said, remember at the beginning, I did caution you that we might find your biological mom and dad, and they are not the parents of Alicia. I ask that you be open to the science and not the story. You said you just wanted your truth, and that's where we're headed. And I said, yes, that's what I want. Now, she keeps saying, I want y'all to count. So that's like number 6. She keeps saying, not the story, DNA. But isn't her focus only on my story? Y'all tell me in the comment section if y'all think I'm tripping. Her focus is only on my story. She keeps bringing up shit to try to raise doubts instead of just following the DNA. Follow the DNA. And I said that on the video before y'all even knew who I was talking about, who I was working with, right? Okay. I said, yes, that's all I want. She said, we're here to support you through this. It doesn't really sound like to me that she's being very supportive. If I'm telling you that the police are the ones who kidnapped me, and you're like, yes, I understand. That's what you believe. That is your truth. You're not being supportive to me. You could be like, okay, I understand that. Let's see if we can get you some help. Even if you don't believe what I'm saying to you, because you follow just the DNA, not the story, because you follow the DNA and not the story. Even if you do not believe what I'm saying to you, right? All you have to do is what you said you were going to do, but you keep only saying that you're going to do, but you're not doing. Not look at the story, but follow the DNA. Okay? She says, we're here to support you. I'm not trying to come off as a hard ass. That's her last thing right there. I'm not trying to come off as a hard ass. And I just want to point this out too. If she didn't think that she was being a hard ass towards me or giving me a hard time, she would not have wrote that. That was her acknowledging that she was being a hard ass. She was trying to give me a hard time. Because why would she say that? I'm not going to apologize for being an asshole if I'm not being an asshole. You get what I'm saying? She apologized to say, hey, look, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to come off as no hard ass. But you are. And you're not being sensitive to the fact that I'm telling you I had this happen to me, that this is my story. And you're skipping over everything. All the physical evidence, which I feel like will hold up real good in court. Real fucking good in court. This is why I haven't been in court, because they know that my evidence is solid. You get what I'm saying? So let's keep going. She says she's not trying to be a hard ass and that they're here to support me. And I can always tell when a motherfucker is fake supportive. Because if you're fake supportive, you will remain, if you're not fake supportive, you will remain neutral until you get the facts before you pick a side. She already picked a side. And I feel like she picked a side the moment when she said, this is a phishing email. This is not a phishing email. They're all on, and that's what I told her in those recordings. I said, they're all on the government watch list now. They're all on the government watch list now. But she doesn't know about my story, so she's just assuming. But let's keep going. All right. I said, thank you. I appreciate it. That was the me ending the conversation. Right. And then she starts talking a lot. She started talking a lot after she was like, oh, I ain't trying to be a hard ass. We're here to support you. I know she's not here to support me at this point, but I'm just like, thank you. I appreciate it because I need help. Right. So I'm just like, thank you. I appreciate it. That's the purple one right there. She said, I've just been involved in so many cases. Got to take a puff. I have to be transparent and keep us all on the same playing field. This is not transparency. If you're not just looking at the DNA, this is not transparency. And then I didn't answer after that first paragraph. She was like, after she said she was tired of being a hard ass, I said, okay, thank you. Okay. She says, Bayla, because I stopped answering because she was like, I ain't trying to be a hard ass. Because at that point, I'm crying. I'm crying because you're interrogating me when I just need you to look at the DNA. And you're interrogating me and I just need you to look at my DNA. Okay. So I didn't say anything. She calls my name in the chat, and then I come to the chat. And she's like, we're close to identifying one of your great-grandparents. This is literally 2 seconds after she was just interrogating me. And I stopped talking, and then she was like, oh, Bayla, we're close to identifying your great-grandparents, okay? And she said, have you had any communication with my cousin? The one that I told y'all that I ended up calling and giving her the number. Have you had any communication with this person? If so, please copy and paste all the messages in this room. And then he tells me this person and this person are have siblings and they share the same dad. This is who she's asking me if I had contact with. Okay. This is me shutting up because I still haven't said anything. I'm just in the room watching her type because I'm already pissed off and I know I need to watch my words so I don't curse her out because I really need help. Right. So she said, any communication with any of these matches, could you paste that info in here? Because we cannot see your messages on our end, meaning she cannot see the messages that me and this person or these people have on Ancestry because that's private. Okay. So I said, that's the top of it. Y'all can see it at the bottom in the blue. It says, I'm going to take a moment. That's the first sentence. I'm going to take a moment. So I'm going to swip to the top of that. Okay. So that y'all know it's the purple at the top now. I'm going to have to take a moment just to breathe. Because now I'm in tears, bitch, because you have interrogated the shit out of me, talking shit. And then you know I'm feeling this way because you like point out to yourself like, hey, look, man, I ain't trying to give you a hard time. I ain't trying to be no asshole to you. So you're acknowledging that you are definitely being an asshole. So I'm telling her, like, I got to take a moment before I can respond because you didn't piss me off. You get what I'm saying? And I'm crying now, okay? I said, I'll send everything that I have. I have spoken to them and they have tried to help me. Now, these are the cousins that I'm speaking about that I mentioned in the DNA results video. Okay. I said, I have spoken to them and they tried to help me. And I said, they are all paternal and elderly. And I said, and one of them is like 80. Okay. Don't be fucking with you better get up here and sit down because I'm going to spray you because I'm busy now. Okay, I'm trying to do something. We don't have these problems when I'm not on the live, okay? Me and my kitty. She only does that when I'm live and I'm not paying her no attention. She wants my attention. But anyways, she says, yes, we don't know if they go to your mom's side or dad's side. Neither do they. This is what she's saying. Neither do they. What they do know is that your match is on their, what they do know is that their match is on your dad's family. So it's paternal for them, right? And I told her in this top one right here that these two cousins that she's talking about are paternal cousins. And she said, yes, but they don't know that. And she had not talked to them yet. And these cousins that were trying to help me have been doing this for a while. They've been trying to put together their family tree for a while. So they actually do know, but she thinks she know. So I'm just going to let her say whatever she want to say. You get what I'm saying? I said, okay, I just text this person to see if he would be willing to speak to you guys. He knows the names. And this is all while we were on the live the other day. Okay. And she says, thank you. More than happy to talk to them. And I said, he just texted me back. Would you guys be willing to speak to him? So that's the last message on there. He just texted me back. Would you guys be willing to speak with him? And that's the blue message, okay? And I'm going to post all these so you guys can read them. And she said, thank you. More than happy to talk to him. That's what she said. More than happy to talk to him. And the purple, that's me. I said, he just texted. Okay, I already did that, okay? She said, thank you. She said, yes, may I have his number and I'll call him. And I said, I'll ask if it's okay for me to give you his number. And that's the purple, the second purple right there, okay? I said, if I ask him if I can give you his number. So I did that. She asked for me to copy and paste all the messages, but I didn't copy and paste all the messages between me and Ancestry with those cousins because those messages are included in that DNA results video, right? Remember how I put the messages between me and these particular cousins that she's asking about in the video. So I didn't send that. And plus, I didn't have his permission to send those messages. So that's why I was like, let me just text him and see if he'd be willing to have a phone conversation with you because I'm not going to just give you our private conversations. You get what I'm saying? And she says, I'm also happy to email him via Ancestry if that's okay with you. And I didn't answer. Okay. So I text back. And then I gave her his phone number. I just text his name and a number, and that's what's whited out right there, okay? And she says, thank you. I will be calling from a 618 phone number, which is kind of too close for comfort anyways, because the area code for St. Louis is 314-618 area code. So it was too close for comfort for me anyways. When I seen that shit, that kind of gave me an inkling like with this lady, okay? And remember, I got a team of such and such many people, and she's the only one talking right now, okay? And this is the only one that I've been talking to the whole time, okay? So she says, I just sent a text. Okay, wait a minute. Here it goes. 618, going to the top, okay? She says, no, I'm sorry. Purple right here. Okay, y'all know I got nervous, okay? Or nerves, okay? He says he's available now. Just please text him before calling to let him know that you are a DNA angel. She said, I sure will. And that's the hearted comment right there at the top. I sure will. Okay. And she says, I sent the text. And I said, you can call now. He just wants to make sure he knows to answer that number. And then she says, okay. And then he was texting me as she was texting me, okay. And then y'all see, let me try to steal this so y'all can see the laughing emoji, right? So she said she called and it went straight to voicemail, and then she laughs. And this is why I was crying, because she laughed at me. She said straight to voicemail. And I know when she typed that shit, she was like, hold on, yeah. I know she typed that shit. She was like, straight to voicemail. Because she felt like I wasn't Alicia Smiley or whatever. Like, I'm telling her my life is in danger. I'm telling her, you can do whatever you need to do with the DNA. I'm telling her I need you to help me. I'm telling her all this stuff. And this is why I got on live and I was crying the other day, because he didn't answer immediately, because like, you know how you're communicating like, all right, cuz she finna call you now. He texted me back, and I guess she called while he texted me back. It went straight to voicemail, and she sends that text and was like straight to voicemail with the laughing, crying out loud. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is funny? What's funny? What's funny? I just told you that my life is in danger. I just told you in the messages that I need to take a break because you admittedly said yourself that you are being an asshole towards me, right? You admittedly said this shit yourself, that I ain't trying to be no ass, which means you're identifying your behavior, right? That's what the fuck this is, right? And then I give you the phone number to speak to one of my relatives, okay? And it goes to voicemail, and you put in this group chat straight to voicemail, laugh, crying out loud emoji. So as to the other people that may see it, now these other people didn't say anything, but y'all know how I think. So as to the other people that may see it in the group, they may not take my case seriously, because you're obviously not taking my case seriously. And y'all can tell me in the comment section if y'all think that she's taking this situation seriously, following the DNA and not the story, right? Because she laughed at me, and that really hurt me. Like I was crying then. I was upset when I got off that live. Y'all see my energy instantly shift, right? I was upset when I got off the live. I was crying that night, crying myself to sleep that night. all night tossing and turning, crying, waking up the next day crying. And then that's when I went live for morning tea with you guys, because I was just like really hurting about the situation. Like, why? And this little laughing emoji really is what sent me there. Because I'm like, why would you even put that? Like, you had to make a conscious effort to put that. It's like, sometimes people don't always answer on the first ring. Like, I guess she was just trying to figure out if I was bullshitting or whatever, or she thought I was bullshitting. I don't really know what this lady thought, but I didn't see anything funny. I need help. My life is in danger. That's what I'm typing in these messages. And these people are going around talking about their DNA angels. What's the difference between an angel and a demon? If you're not new here, then you know. What is the difference between an angel and a demon? Now, the story with the dude's sister definitely did go viral, I believe. But the story of Alicia Smiley would have helped your non-profit organization so much. So much. Okay? You said the fall. Okay. So I told her, he's texting me back. I'm sorry. I apologize. You can try again. You get what I'm saying? I'm being really polite to her, even though I know she's laughing at me. I know that she doesn't take me seriously. I'm still responding in the most polite way that I can possibly. And I tell her, he was texting me back. I apologize. Go ahead and try to call him again. You get what I'm saying? Then maybe like 45 minutes to an hour later, she says, we had a great call. Thanks for facilitating that. So she was laughing at me at first. And this is, remember I told y'all about the switch up? We about to see the switch up. She was laughing at me at first, right? Okay. And then she's like, I think we want to go ahead and have you do those uploads to my heritage. And then she sends the instructions. Okay. You said people are such assholes, such fucking assholes. Like, after she speaks to him, after she done laughed at me and everything, after she speaks to him, I told y'all on that live without disclosing, because at that time I hadn't ended my contract with them. I ended my contract with them on Friday, this past Friday, I believe, right? Yeah, it was Friday. No, it was Saturday. It could have been Saturday. It could have been yesterday. I don't know. It was Friday or Saturday that I ended my contract with these people, right? So after she talks to him, everything switches. She's like, oh, we had a great call. Thank you for facilitating that. I think we want to go ahead and have you do those uploads to my heritage. Let me get the instructions for you. I also want to send you a 23andMe kit from our stock. Did you give us the accurate address when you signed for the client agreement? I did give her the accurate address. She's confirming the accurate address right here, and that's what's blotted out. But I will say this, that address that I gave her is not a physical address for me. So I just want to make that clear, because I am in hiding because these police have tried to kill me. And she's like, I understand that that's what you think is your truth. Bitch, I done lost houses, cars. I've been all over this country trying to save my life and not die out here in these streets. That is the truth. But the address that I gave her is like the address of another charity. Okay, that's basically what it is. The address that I be using is the address of a motherfucking charity. And I either have somebody go get the mail and give it to me, or I will go get the mail myself. You get what I'm saying? From this place. Or they'll send it to me. It just depends on what it is. But I don't ever get any mail sent to me directly. So I'm giving her the address. She confirms the address, okay? And it's hearted. Y'all can see it. It's hearted because that's the right address. I want y'all to pay attention to that too, okay? She said, is this correct? She says, and I said, yes, that's correct. She said, my heritage is already uploaded. She said, if I can send it, can you spit it and register the kit, spit in it and register the kit and send it off as soon as possible, because I want to beat the Christmas crowd. And she's laughing because maybe she wants to try to expose or debunk me or say that I'm not Alicia Smiley before Christmas time. You get what I'm saying? And I tell her, absolutely. That's the blue right there. Absolutely. I'm going to post it for you guys. I'm telling her, absolutely. Send the kit, send it. And I was going to go live. If she would have sent the kit, I was going to go live and take that other test in front of y'all too, because that's what I do. Truth gang in this motherfucker, okay? So that's what I was going to do. But I'm going to tell you what happened. She says, you will own the rights to the kit and the results. So once I do it, it's mine. I own my DNA. I own my kit. I own everything about the DNA. Once she sends, they're just going to pay for it and send it to me, right? So I own it. And I'm like, great, that's awesome, okay? And I tell her, thank you. All right, this is me saying thank you to her. After she talks to him, she wants to move forward with this, okay? She said, my pleasure. She said, hi there, Madre. Would you be willing to share your ancestry tree with your cousin? I blotted his name out. Okay. He is very knowledgeable and has great interest. Remember, she said he don't know shit. Remember the first text that I showed y'all? Remember she said they don't know whether or not they're paternal or any of that shit. They don't know. They don't know. And she hadn't even talked to them yet. But I already knew that my cousins and them had been working on this for years because that's what they told me. And they were already giving me names of people from paternal sides that I could possibly come from. You get what I'm saying? And she said, he's very knowledgeable and he's very great, even though she said earlier in the text that he ain't know shit. Okay. Before she had even talked to him or got his phone number. Them people don't know nothing. They don't know it, is what she said. Okay. He's very knowledgeable and has great interest. I feel that we may have some info to help him as well. He may also be able to help us. Let me know and I will give you the directions to share. And I said, yes, I'm willing to share my tree with him. All I need, you said, I'll need the instructions because I'm not tech savvy. So I'm telling her I'm not tech savvy. I'll need the instructions. Okay. So she said, one quick question. The date of birth that you mentioned included in the tree was for the kidnapped child. Can you please share the date of birth that you grew up with? Also the names of the people that you were told were your parents and the names of their parents if you know them. Okay, so she's sending all the directions for me to share my tree. Okay. Oh, I got to go this way. Okay. And I'm giving her the date of birth, 11/27/84. That's that right there. Okay. And then these are more directions to upload the family tree right there. Okay. And I give her the names of the people who raised me. I labeled it maternal and paternal. Okay, mother and father. I give her that information as well. She's still giving me the instructions to share the tree. So that's what that is. I just have it blotted out because she's typing out my cousin's full name in there. So I didn't want that in there. So I have that blotted out. Okay. What else? All right. So this is the blotted out right there at the end of that message that y'all can see. And she says, then if you could message him and tell him to share to you, that would be great. Thanks for the info. She said, growing up, did they ever tell you that you were adopted? And I told her, no. So I'm giving her like my paternal information there too. I tell her no, that's the no right there. Okay. She said, do you know his mom or do you know who Marion's mom is? So I give her the person who raised me, Edward William Jr.'s mom, dad, his whole line or whatever. I give her all the information and then I give her the information for Marion, her whole line and all that stuff, like her mama and her mama's mama and all that other stuff. Right. And then she said, did they all live in the St. Louis area? And I said, yes, they all live in the St. Louis area. She said, also, what name did you grow up with? I'm just wondering. And she asked me if I think Marion's daddy last name is Medez. And I'm like, no, that's just her middle name. That's not his last name or whatever. And I give her all my names, right? And the reason why I'm giving her all this information is because you're going to need this information to piece together whatever you need to piece together or whatever, right? Somebody else, the other Laura, she just hops in right quick and she says that photo of you in the pink, which is the photo of me in the video, which is the photo that I use for Ancestry.com, where I'm like doing my little side smile. Funny how you think I'm not this child, but I smile in every single picture with my face to the side, my whole body, like I pose exactly the same in every single fucking picture, but whatever. Anyways, that pink picture with my little side smile on that shit too. Okay. She asked me, she telling me that's a pretty picture. This is not the demon Laura, this is the angel Laura. She's telling me, oh, that's a pretty picture. What year was that? And I told her it was 2022 because it was. Yes, I still look young. That was 2022, right? She says, oh, wow, the changes with your name, okay? And I told her that there changes with my name. Hold on. Okay, here's the changes with my name in order right there. And I'm telling her, my first name was the name that they gave me, that I got married once, then I got married again. And then the fourth name change was due to domestic violence and trying to hide from this family. That's what the fourth name change was about. Okay, so she said, what'd she say? She said, I mean, the one when you're a kid, it must have been in the late 80s. It must have been in the 80s. I'm like, yeah, that's in the 80s or whatever. She says, was more one of Lorraine's husbands or something or on a birth certificate? No, I don't know anybody named Moore other than the person that I had kids with or whatever. But as far as like their family, that lineage doesn't go to that family, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving her all the information. That's it right there. That's still the same text message of how I'm breaking down how my name changed and what timeline the names was changing on and shit like that, right? And she's like, okay, we just gonna go with Edie Denise Wilson, because that's the original name that they originally gave you or whatever. I'm like, okay, yes. So I told her I sent the invite to Oba. And then she says, great, thanks. And then I don't talk to her for a couple of days, right? Well, it's not even a couple of days, probably like a day or so. Because I don't even want to get in the inbox with this lady because she already made me cry like 3-4 times. So I don't even want to get in the inbox with her, right? Grand Rising, go back and rewind this because you're going to need to see this, okay? Go back and rewind. Go all the way back and rewind, okay? So I don't say nothing else to this lady because she's, like I said, she's already made me cry. So a few days later or a day later or something like that, she sends this tracking number, which I have blotted out. She sends this tracking number. Okay. There's the tracking number again. and I blotted it out. She sent me a picture of the tracking number. She said, "Hi, please confirm when you get this. It changed the name of the town based on the zip code that you gave her." And I said, "It should be this." And I blotted out what it was. I said, "It should be this." And she says, "That's not the zip code you provided." But it was, because remember she confirmed the address earlier on these messages. Y'all remember? So it was. She said, "Is this your address?" And I said, "Yes." Right? I hearted it and I showed y'all on this live that was in fact the address. She confirmed the address way before she even talked to, no, it was right after, or was it way before? It was way before. It was way before she even talked to my cousin. In these text messages, she confirmed the address, right? And she said, "That's not the zip code you provided. This is the demon talking, right?" And I'm like, "It must have been a typo. I apologize." That's what I said. Because it was really one number off what she sent me to confirm. It was really just one number off, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Oh, it must have been a typo. I apologize." And she said, "Well, we might get lucky and it gets returned." That's how she's talking to me. "Well, we might get lucky and it gets returned." And I said, "Hopefully they will return it. I apologize for any inconvenience." This is me talking to her. Being just a little angel, a little kind-hearted, a little something, right? Okay, so I'm telling her, hopefully they will return it. I apologize for any inconvenience. And she says, "I will send another." And then she said, "Here's the thing. Your case is a tough one. I do not see DNA to either of the parents of Alicia. I also do not see any DNA to the parents that raised you." This is her typing. "Here's the thing. Your case is a tough one. I do not see DNA to either parent of Alicia, and I don't see the DNA to the parents that raised you." And then she says this: "I do not think you are the missing child. But you belong to someone." So that's where I said, so that's where she said, so that's where and what we are doing now. That's what she said. "But you belong to someone. So that's where and what we are doing now." I said, I replied to that. I replied to that with that blue right there. And I said, "I would just like you to follow the DNA." Because she's giving me her opinion. She said, "I do not think." She didn't say, "Per this DNA evidence, per this tree, per this, and this, and this is why you couldn't be Alicia Smiley." She said, "I don't think." But remember, when we first started talking, she already didn't think. You get what I'm saying? She already didn't think at all. And that's why how she made me cry and while she was laughing at me. I'm talking about the founder of DNAngels, the nonprofit organization that I just disassociated myself from. And they can do whatever they want to do because I got receipts. So if y'all want to put what you want to do, some legal shit or something, because that either way, it'll still bring my story to the case, to the courts. So they can do whatever they want to do, but I'm putting their ass on blast. Okay? You said your opinion doesn't matter. Just test the DNA. Thank you. That's what I was saying, but I want you to go back because I'm showing all the text messages and stuff between me and this person, right? She said, "I don't think you are the missing child." And I told her, I replied to that and I just said, "I would just like you to follow the DNA. Like, please just follow the DNA. That's all I want you to do." That's me in the blue. Just follow the DNA. And when she said, "I don't think," I already knew that I wasn't going to get a fair chance because she has in her mind that she don't want to look at no motherfucking facts because she thinks that I'm not. And she's not even, so what she's doing right now is tearing down my experience of me being sex trafficked, kidnapped, abused by these people. She doesn't know what I've been through. She doesn't know what I've experienced. She does not know what I've had to deal with on a regular basis. Girl, is this not spraying or we on mist? Because girl, you're not moving. Here we go. Oh, that ain't right. I gotta adjust. You better not get on that desk. I'm telling you. Okay. So I already knew that at this point that she wasn't going to be fair to me because she said, "I don't think." And she wasn't like, based on this, and this ancestor, and this ancestor, and this ancestor, and this ancestor, because they're DNA angels. That's what they're supposed to do. That's all they're supposed to do is that, right? So I'm like, at that point, I just want somebody to look at the DNA, okay? She said, "Yes, that's what we're doing. I just want to give you an update. I hate all the trauma that you had to experience during this process. So if I can deliver a small doses, it's helpful, I think." She's saying to me, "I hate all the trauma that you have experienced during this process." And I think she's talking about the process between me and her. Okay. So if I can deliver small doses, I think it's helpful. Now, keep in mind, I've experienced some shit in my life. And it has been traumatic. If you're recognizing that I've had some traumatic experiences, why are you talking to me like this? Why can't you save your opinion? I don't think you're the missing child. Why can't you just do your fucking job and follow the DNA and not tell me what you think? You get what I'm saying? And not tell me what you think. Why you can't do that? Okay? But I don't know why everybody's doing it. That's why I said it was a little too close to home. So maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe she knows some of the people in the video because her number is in Illinois, which is St. Louis. You get what I'm saying? So maybe she knows some of the people, right? So what did I say? She said, she said, I hate all the trauma that you have experienced during this process. So if I can deliver it in small doses, I think it's helpful. And I just say at that point, is there someone else in this group that I would be able to speak to, please? I didn't even respond to that. I hate that you're going through all this trauma because you're putting me through the trauma, bitch, because you're not doing your fucking job. You're putting me through the trauma by just not following the DNA and trying to interrogate me and antagonize me. You're putting me through this trauma, right? So at this point, I'm just like, is there someone else in the group I can speak to? She said, sure. Would you like to speak to? She said, sure. Who would you like to speak to? I'm the founder. That's what she said. So I was like, I'm the founder. Who would you like to speak to? And I'm like, just anyone. I would really like to get answers for myself I would really just like to get answers for myself through DNA. I don't need all this talking and all this other shit. All I need is you to just follow the trail of DNA. That's all I'm asking. Okay? She said, are you asking for a different angel? Because that's not an option. You have 2 angels now, plus the top researcher. We are following the science. I'm not sure what the complaint is. Please show me in this whole entire conversation where there was science followed. So can anybody point out to me where the science was followed in this entire conversation? It was opinions. There was no science followed at all. It was only opinions, I don't think. And it was only one person talking. You said, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Test the damn DNA and get the results. Exactly. You said, I wouldn't be surprised if she did. You said, I'm the founder. That's like when you ask for the manager and they say, I am the manager. She's being a bitch. Exactly. Exactly. She was being a fucking bitch. I didn't understand it because why do you even have to say that? You can think all of that in your mind. You can think, I don't think it's her, y'all. I don't think it's her. But why would you ever say that to your client? Why would you ever say that to your client? All you got to do is debunk it. All you got to do is follow that fucking DNA. All you have to do is go through the fucking process and then say, this is why you're not Alicia Smiley. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to go through the whole process, follow the motherfucking DNA and say, I don't think. You were never supposed to say, I don't think. You're supposed to say you are or you are not based on these facts. And that's not what happened here. And she said, so I'm going to read this again. She said, are you asking for a different angel? Because that's not an option. You have 2 angels plus the top researcher. We are following the science. So I'm not sure what the complaint is. She's not sure what the complaint is because it's her. It's her. That's why she's not sure what the complaint is, okay? So I said, yes, I was, but it's okay. We right here because I had screenshot it and I, go down some. I said, yes, I was asking for a different angel, but that's okay. I said, this has been going on for years. I'll figure it out. Thank you guys for all your help. I appreciate you. I said, there is no complaint. I appreciate the efforts that you have put in to help me so far. I'm just going to continue doing this on my own. She said, we wish you the best, Bayla, and we'll release your DNA and your tree back to you. And I said, thanks. Okay. And I said, thanks. So I cut communication with them because of how she was talking to me. And how she was treating me. I felt like I wasn't getting, this is clear that I was not getting a fair anything. Okay, with these people, I wasn't getting a fair anything, right? So I'm all sad and I'm crying. Do not get off this live because it's finna get real fucking good because I'm finna show y'all my ancestry. It's finna get real fucking good. All right. So that's all the messages that I have between them, right? So that happened. And I'm sad about it. And then, like, I ain't even call my cousin or nothing like that because I don't really like to bother him with too much or nothing, like, at all. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even call him about it. I'm just sitting in my room. I'm sad and I'm crying again because now I'm back at square one. I have had to disassociate myself with these people because I'm not going to allow them to keep disrespecting me. And I remember one of y'all was like, let them debunk, let them debunk, let them debunk. I don't mind them trying to debunk me, but you don't have to, like, re-traumatize me while you trying to debunk me. Like, you can do that silent. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to come to me, I don't think this and this and this and this. Like, you don't have to do none of that shit. You get what I'm saying? So a couple hours go by after I disassociate with them or whatever. A couple hours go by and then my cousin texts me out of nowhere. And he's like, hey, cuz, I had a really decent conversation with, the lady and I was just following up with you. I just want to see how you're doing and da-da-da-da. And then I said, hey, cuz, you available for a phone call so I can tell him what just happened. And I sent him the same receipts that I'm showing y'all. I sent him the receipts too because he doesn't know me. You get what I'm saying? And I don't like, people be lying. People be lying. So I don't like to, you know, give people an opportunity to lie on me. So I sent him the messages too. Like, look, this is why I stopped talking to them. And I know that was going to help us both, but I had to disassociate because, like, you know, and he, at this point, let me tell you this too. He only knew that I told him that I was a missing child. He never saw the flyer. He never saw the video. And this is 2 years later, even though he's in the DNA result video as the cousin that I'm talking to through the chats. I never told him any of that. I just blocked his information out of the video and didn't, you know, tell him that I made the video, didn't tell him that I used any of the conversation or whatever. But at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I need to show you the video now. He didn't talk to, he had not, my cousin had not seen the video that's been on the internet for 2 years until after I already stopped talking to these people. And I just started talking to these people after just a couple of days ago. He had never seen my story or any of that. We had phone conversations before and everything, but he had never seen my story. So I sent him the video and I'm like, I want you to tell me if you think that I did anything wrong with this. And I want y'all to tell me too, if y'all feel like I did anything wrong in this, or if there was a way that I could have handled myself better, or if there was some information that you felt like I didn't give them, or whatever. I want y'all to tell me in the comment section if y'all feel like I conducted myself in any manner that I should not have during this process, okay? Because I'm open for criticism as long as it's real, okay? And it's constructive, okay? So he watches the video. I sent him the information. I feel really bad because he was gonna have her help him too, right? So I feel really bad. And he watches the video. We have the phone call. I send him the link. He watches the video, and he comes back and he texts me and he says, "Hey, cousin." He's like, your evidence seems pretty solid. Like, I don't really know why she did that to you or whatever, but your evidence seems really solid. Like, he's looking at it. He's like, okay, yeah, you got something here. You get what I'm saying? And then he was like, I went and looked at your tree and she removed everything that she did. Now, they're not angels at all, right? So when I first looked at it, I seen that she had found all of my great grandparents, right? And none of them matched the kidnapper family. I seen she found all of my great grandparents. We finna get on here, right? We finna look. Okay. Let me turn this around. Let me see if I can do it this way. Because now we finna look at this ancestry, y'all. We finna look at it. Okay. So this is how she did my tree. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I gotta do like this. All right, this is how she did my tree. And all of this has been empty right here the whole time right here. All that was empty. It's just placeholder photos right here. She had all of these filled in, the lady from the DNA Angels. She had all of these filled in with like names, pictures, death dates, all of that stuff. And I didn't screenshot it, but I did get notifications of like the names and stuff, like Ancestry will send you an email and say, hey, such and such and such has been added to you. And right? So she went in here, and this is how I say they're fucking demons, okay? Not the people that was nice to me from the DNA Angels, just the fucking co-founder, the founder of that motherfucker. Her ass, she's a goddamn demon, okay? So she had that much in the computer because we had only been working together for like 2 days, right? And there was actually pictures and names and all of that dates of death and dates of birth of my great-grandparents, right? From both sides of the family, right? She went in the system. And because I said, and I was polite to her the whole time, y'all see me, I never cursed at her. I never, like, you know, I got upset and I told her, hey, look, I need to take a moment to breathe because I know how to talk their lingo. You get what I'm saying? That's white people for, bitch, you pissed me off, let me breathe. So I just said, I need to take a moment. Like, I never did anything disrespectful to these people at all. You get what I'm saying? Right? So you said, that's not debunking though, just gave her opinion, not facts, no nothing. Exactly. But I'm gonna show y'all what she fucked up at because she went in here and she put these grandparents in here, right? And then she removed them. So she wanted to set me back. She didn't want to really help me at all because she could have cut communication with me. But if she truly wanted to help me, okay, we're not going to go back in and remove everything from her tree. Yeah, she did. She deleted everything. And we're not going to go back and remove everything from her tree, right? So I'm upset because my cousin didn't text me. He says, cuz I went to your tree and it's all gone. You get what I'm saying? So I'm upset. And my daughter was like, let me see something right quick. Let me see something. I'm going through my emails. The grandparents' name that she had added, I got sent an email from Ancestry. So it's in my Ancestry and it says the names. I ain't gonna say the names, but it says the names of the grandparents, right? And the reason why I'm not gonna say the names is because I don't know which order she had them in because I really wasn't paying attention. But I do have their names. But I don't know which order they were in and who they belong to on the tree, right? So I'm going in and I'm looking at all the changes that she has like fucking made on my fucking family tree here. And she erased everything, but one thing she couldn't do was change. One thing she couldn't do was change the activities. She couldn't change the activity. So let's look at what we're looking at here. So she had added Estelle Louise Williams onto this chart. Okay, let's take a look. She could not change the activity bar. Ooh, baby. She could not change the activity bar when she made these changes. Remember, from the Missing Child article, I was last seen with my famous auntie from To Kill a Mockingbird, Estella Evans, okay? Evans. We have Estella Louise Williams here. And look, she's asking if my last name was Moore, or if one of my kidnapper family's name was Moore, because we have Mary Moore right here. And remember, I told y'all that my sister said Alicia Smiley has 2 grandmothers by the name of Mary Ann Moore. Mary Ann Williams, not Moore, Williams, right? Mary Ann Williams, right? So there's this lady right here. Her name is Mary Moore, right? And her husband's name, this is Estelle Williams. Look at this. This is her birth name. Her husband's name is Williams. So when Mary Moore marries Major Willie Williams, when she marries Major Willie Williams, Mary's last name becomes Williams. There's one of the Mary Williams. Okay? Mary's last name become Williams. Now let's take a look at Estelle Williams's timeline. Okay, we got the Birmingham, Alabama, and all this other stuff right here. Now, this is stuff that this lady from DNA Angels added on to my shit and then erased. Okay? And then erased. All right? So this is her brother, Willie Major Williams. Okay? That's her brother. Then we got her other brother being born, Richard Williams. Then we got this guy right here, Stanley Bradley J. Brooks Williams, Birmingham, Alabama. Okay? Look at that. Right? So look. She starts having children, okay? Estelle starts having children, all right? Her children's last names are Evans. Look at this. Let me see if I can look at this. So she married a guy, Estelle married a guy, and then she begins to birth children. All of their last names is Evans. Y'all see this? And the auntie that I was going to go see was Estelle Evans in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all see this? Y'all see that, right? All right, so let's take a look at Estelle's brothers. Okay? Let's click on this one. Stanley Bradley J. Brooks Williams. Let's click. Look at this. Look at this shit here, my nigga. Birmingham, Alabama. Brother of John Evans Williams. Birth daughter of Alicia Smiley. Okay? Look at this. She said she couldn't find my mama or my daddy. Joyce Smiley. Look at that. Y'all see that? Let's just click the back button. This will be Mary Williams because that's her husband. Mary Williams. Estelle Williams starts birthing children and giving them the last name Evans. This is the sister of Stanley Bradley J. Brooks. Died in 1992. And remember, they said that my father died shortly after I was kidnapped. Look at this. Look at this shit here. Look at that. Look at that shit there. She couldn't erase that, though. So I would say they solved the fucking case. What y'all think? because I don't know how to do none of this shit. And I'm just going, I got to all this shit from my activity board of the things that she erased off of there that she had put in. That's where I just clicked. I clicked from her history to all of that shit. So what do y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? She found it, she solved the case, and maybe she got scared, or maybe she didn't want me to get justice. She found that information and deleted it, but it's still in my activity history so I can go back and look at it. You said now we just need the DNA test as evidence and that's going to be it. I mean, whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do. But the thing is that this is ancestry. This DNA specialist added this information to my shit. I didn't put this shit in here. I just showed y'all she deleted everything she did. I don't know how to work ancestry. I'm not tech savvy at all. She put this shit into my shit. She put this shit into my shit. She talking about she couldn't find nobody. That's what the messenger said. She couldn't find my mama. She couldn't find nobody. I wasn't looking at this while she was making these changes because I don't know how to do this and I don't know how this works. But when this is my ancestry, my personal ancestry. When I log into my shit, because my cousin texts me and tell me that she erased everything that she put in there, I go and I'm thinking we lost everything that she put in there. And this is what I find. I start clicking on the names of the people. And when I first seen the Estelle, and this is what my cousin said, the Estelle is like somebody from the mother side or something. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But this is what my cousin was saying, right? So I'm just clicking on the names because I'm trying to see like who these people are. When I click it, I first seen Estelle and I'm like, okay, that's Estelle Williams. That's not Estelle Evans. That's not Estelle Evans. I'm looking at that. I'm like, that's not it. Because it's supposed to say Evans. It doesn't say Evans. It's not supposed to say Williams. It's supposed to say Evans. When I start looking down her timeline, she started birthing children with the last name Evans. She connected the dots. She definitely connected them damn dots. And I think she saw that and then like, I don't know. She already had in her mind that I wasn't this person, but then she started to connect those dots and those dots were definitely connected. It is connected on ancestry. Okay, and there's also something else. There is another, I found the other Mary Williams. I gotta find it, hold on. And then I'm gonna get off here because I don't wanna make this too long. But she found the other Mary Williams. Let me see. Where is it at? Memories. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me go down. I gotta find this picture. Okay. Okay. So this is one of the ladies that I was sent through ancestry as like a great grandmother. I don't know who this lady is. I ain't never seen her in my life. Okay. I never seen a picture of her, nothing. I don't know who this lady is. Okay. So this was added by this other person. Okay. So these are the people that saved this picture as well. So this is, I'm matched with this person right here. I'm matched with her. I don't know her name or nothing, right? This is somebody that's also related to this lady. And then these people are saving the picture right here. So they're also related to the baby. I mean, to the lady right here, okay? So I clicked all of these. I clicked all of these to see, like, if I'm related to these people. I am related to these people. But let's look at this one right here. Mary Ann Williams Burnett. And I'm related to her, look. I'm related to her. And guess where she's from? Alabama. We found both Marians. Both Marian Williams, we found them. The ones that my sisters was talking about, and they are connected in ancestry to me. This is a definite match. This is a match. I'm related to these people. This is ancestry.com we're looking at. Right here. I am related to these people. So Here we go. Found the mother, the father, the auntie, the uncle. Okay. Both Marion Williams. We found both of those Mary Williamses. We found both of them. Okay. And they're all connected to me. What a coincidence. What a fucking coincidence. So my rating for the DNA angels is 0 out of 10. And it's not based on their work or lack thereof. Well, it is based on that. But based on the way that I was treated. For no reason. I feel like I was probably discriminated against, or maybe she just didn't take me seriously or something like that. I don't like the way that I was treated. And I wanted to make this video, which I wasn't going to make, but how she was able to sit up there and lie in them text messages and say, oh, I ain't never found no mama or daddy. I ain't never find this. I ain't never find that. But then when I go in to see what has been changed in my shit and removed, it is literally the links to the Smiley family, but I can still access them because it's on my activity log. I can access all of this shit because she put it in there and then removed it. It shows me on my activity log exactly where to click. You get what I'm saying? So 0 out of fucking 10. Do not recommend going to the DNA angels for any fucking anything, okay? Because of the way that I was treated. Now, y'all can tell me, I don't know if I was racially profiled. I don't know if she was just talking shit to me, or I don't know. I don't know, but they did not do their job. They did not follow DNA. They started to do it. You get what I'm saying? Because if they didn't start doing it, I would not be able to pull this up because I didn't have none of this information on my ancestry or any of this shit. Okay? I didn't have none of this information. So she judged me. She judged me. She didn't really hear anything that I was trying to tell her, explain to her about anything. And she still solved the fucking shit. She still solved it. It's just not in paper form to where I have the tree where I can pull it up like, this is the tree, da, da, da. That part we would have to reconstruct. And my daughter was like, we could easily reconstruct this shit. We can easily put this shit back together because we have every single click that she clicked on your shit. We have it. So we could easily put this shit back together. But I don't know how to do that. You said it doesn't matter. She did not do her job and was giving her opinion. Yeah, but she did it. She did it unbeknownst to her doing it. You get what I'm saying? Because the information that I did not have, I have my mom and my dad's name now. And it's because she connected us through this shit here. Okay? So even though she was trying to not help me, she really did help me. Because she gave me more information and solid evidence. Because ancestry, you can't just connect to people. You get what I'm saying? That you're not related to. You can't. I can literally send this other Marianne a message. I can send her a message because we're related. Look. I can send her a message. Because me and her are related. You know? So it is what it is, but I just wanted to tell y'all my experience because I'm going to tell it again when all this shit come out. And anybody who mistreated me, I'm definitely going to have some words for because it's really uncalled for. It don't take 2 cents to be kind to somebody. It doesn't. And yes, I am in desperate need of some type of assistance with this situation, but I'm not going to be disrespected, laughed at, taunted, in the process of it because you see that I'm in a position of vulnerability. And she knew I was in a position of vulnerability. That's why she was pointing out my trauma. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to be doing that shit because I need you to throw me a crumb. I'm not going to do it. And I still got the crumb that I'm looking for because I would not even be able to connect the dots had she not went in there and put the shit in there. I think she may have gotten scared because she seemed like her name shouldn't be Lauren, but Karen. Okay? She seemed like her name should be fucking Karen. Do you get what I'm saying? And connect the dots to this shit. That's all she had to do. But she still did it. And I can still see it. Even though she took it out in the tree form to where I wouldn't have it in order. You get what I'm saying? But I do have some order because when Ancestry sent me the emails of the great-grandparents that she had put in there, when they sent me the emails of it, they put their names and who they are to me. But I think I only have like 2, and it was supposed to be like 8 of those. Like mom and dad, mom and dad, mom and dad, mom and dad. Like they mama and daddy. So it's supposed to be like 8 of those great-grandparents or something. But I don't know if I have all of those. But I did receive an email with a few of their pictures and their names from ancestry. Okay, so it is what it is. I think she found something, converted the dot. You said connected the dots. Something happened and she got scared. That's exactly what I feel like happened. I promise you. That is exactly what I feel like happened. I feel like she got scared in some type of situation to where she did not want to continue on with the case, because she definitely found it, because there's no way that she would have been able to connect me to this family that quick. That quick. I didn't even see she had put that in there. Do you understand? She put as quickly as she had put that shit in there, she took it out. But I didn't even see it, and I was like, oh fuck. And then when I went, my daughter was looking for me to see like if there was a way that we can still like see what the information was. She went to the goddamn activity list. You know how they show you, you clicked on this, you liked this video, you sent this message, you added this picture, you did this, right? So my daughter went to the activity list, and all that shit is in there, all their names, every time, all of it is in there. I would not be able to do that on Ancestry, go find these people and shit. And that's why I gave proof, because I didn't do it. She did it. She a stranger. She did it, and she didn't even believe it was me. But yet, you've seen that evidence that it was me. Crazy. You say, you know, people can easily access what people are doing through the internet. Maybe someone said something to her to make her stop. She's the founder. And this is the thing. This is a misrepresentation. Y'all know how I tell y'all spirit don't like being misrepresented? The DNAngels. What was angelic about that conversation? What was angelic? Where was the compassion? Where was the empathy? Where was the love? Okay? Where was the willingness to aid? The willingness to help? Where was the charity, right? Because the charity, the greatest of all is charity. They calling themselves angels, right? What's the difference between an angel and a demon, class? They're calling themselves angels. And that's what made me want to go to them. And that's why I'm saying, like, don't fall for no titles, y'all. I just did. I just did it. The same shit that I be preaching y'all about, telling y'all, look, just because somebody say they a preacher, just because somebody say they this, just because somebody say they that, I just fell for it. And I'm here to tell y'all that I do it too. I mean, shit. I really was like, okay, they helped them. I seen that. Seen them help them. They're supposed to be DNA angels. You know what? I really need an angel right now. So let me reach out to these people and see if they'd be willing to help me. And it didn't seem like from the jump, even though they accepted my case, that she was willing to help me at all. She just kind of wanted to like badger me and be mean to me. And I wanted to show the world with evidence how this lady, Laura O, the founder, boss, and CEO of DNAngels, are really fucking DNA demon. And y'all should not work with these people under any circumstances. Okay? And I really do feel like it might have been a race thing too. I'm just gonna be honest. And y'all know I do not do race, but I really do feel like it was a race thing as well. Because the dude that she helped with the viral story was like, you know, really white, extra white. And if y'all see her picture, y'all can, she's on Facebook, DNAngels, y'all can go look it up. I don't give a fuck. And if she wants to send me to court or whatever, let's go. Because I'm going to take this story to court with me. And I'm going to be like, they're going to be like, why are you here today? And she's going to be suing me for defamation of character, but I got receipts. And I'm going to take the receipts with me too or whatever. And I'm going to be like, okay, I think I'm Alicia Smiley. First thing we're going to talk about. And this is why. And this is my evidence. And I want to know what you think. And I was trying to get help from her, but this is what happened. So I'm going to get online and I'm going to tell my true and authentic experience about the DNAngels. And I might even share this with TikTok too. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. 0 out of 0 review. But thanks for the breadcrumbs, because those were major. You thought that was breadcrumbs. You thought you ate when you erased all that shit. You thought you ate when you erased all that shit, but really you put me as a part of their family. You did. In Ancestry, and that's why I went live to show it. Thank you. DNA demons. But anyways, you said she was definitely low vibrational demon. Exactly. Not an angel at all. That was low vibrational. Okay. You can't pick and choose who you're going to help. That's not charitable at all. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute, because this is how you treating people that you're working with. This is how you're treating people that you're working with. And I just want to make it clear, because I'm sure there's probably a DNAngel or somebody who still is subscribed to this channel, because my subscriber count ain't went down. Okay. Hasn't went down. So I'm sure there's probably still one or whatever that watches this channel. I am not saying anything about the other people that were assigned to me as angels in my group. Nothing at all. All of you guys were very kind to me. Y'all didn't even say nothing to me. So I don't have a problem with y'all. You get what I'm saying? At all. One of y'all even told me y'all like my picture and y'all thought it was pretty. So thank you. You get what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with y'all. It is y'all boss and CEO, which this shit going down. And it's not going to be that I'm threatening her business or anything like that. It's just that for they know not who I am off in these spiritual streets. That's what that is. It's just that that's what that is. And you are you're misrepresenting the angels of the divine infinite all, the divine infinite angels. You are making a misrepresentation of them. And they don't like that. They don't like that. And it's just that simple. But whatever. I love you guys so much. I didn't come to rant. I just wanted to share that information with you guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. We will be back. I'm going to keep on going just as far as Smiley 2024. And I'm going to share my experiences with everybody as long as I keep going through this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be 100% honest and 100% transparent. I am open to constructive criticism, but not criticism. Like if you criticize me and I pick up the vibe that it's just criticism, we have a problem. But if there's constructive criticism, I'm open to it. And I just wanted to be honest with you guys and be transparent and share with you guys open every step of the way what's going on. Because I don't want nobody trying to say I'm trying to hide something, trying to get clout, trying to cheat, scam, or none of that shit. I ain't trying to do none of that shit. Okay? So I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Truth gang, 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 gang. Go back and watch the beginning of this video, and I'm out this bitch.